We did receive a tip about heavy police presence on Lake Street, the skate park by the Burlington waterfront area. And if I step out of this shot for 1 second, as you can see here. Well, Lauren, Governor Phil Scott wanted to wait until the legislative session ended before he declared his candidacy for re-election. Now he's pointed to several challenges Vermonters are facing, which include inflationary pressures as well as Vermont's housing crisis. We have gotten confirmed by the Burlington Acting Police Chief John Murad that this incident was indeed a gunfire incident. This is now the 21st gunfire incident in Burlington. What we know right now, Lauren, well, we are at Elks Lodge in Barre, and there's great optimism here. The Republican chair is expecting a strong night for Republicans. Well, good morning, Ryan. Good morning, Christina. And I can confirm plenty of snow coming down in South Vermont. I actually earlier was joking around with my photographer that I kind of look like Jack Frost with all the snow coming on my hair. Those who live in the Williston and Richmond communities came together for a yearly tradition with nearly 100 walkers and runners who took part in the Deb Beckett Memorial 5K race. Parents say it's very important for kids to know they're firefighters. So in the event of a fire, kids are comfortable seeing firefighters in their home. Now, Governor Phil Scott at today's presser, he said that he's not going to be focusing too much on prioritizing campaigning. Instead, he'll be focusing on his current roles as governor. Now, the snow isn't completely bad news. Some ski resorts in the area, like Killington, have been benefiting. They've gotten at least 6 inches of snow in the past 24 hours, and this past week, they've gotten at least 13 inches. A tow truck owner that I spoke with told me that Vermont drivers should be careful on the roads, or their cars might end up in holes, like the one right here. What's your reaction to Elon Musk buying Twitter yesterday, and the other concerns at all that, former President Donald Trump might be reinstated on the platform?
Not looking forward to that. It's been a nice, quiet respite.
You're referring to some of them on the extreme right. Some people on the right, like it or not, they would call people on the left extreme left. Obviously, there's a growing polarization. How do we all come together? How do we all just work together?
Look, you're right.
Non-perishable foods include cereal, rice, and soup. She wasn't the only one to take a tumble. Saturday morning, Vermont State Police blocking off the driveway where the body was found. An officer on scene told us they arrived at about 9 in the morning. Throughout the day, investigators could be seen going door to door trying to gather information. Meanwhile, the Brookfield community is in shock.
It was a surprise.
My reaction is, what? That can't be possible. I don't feel like it's not safe. I just don't know what happened.
It needs to stop. It really needs to stop, and we need to all come together and come up with a solution, I think.
A little before 6 p.m. Friday, police were told a vehicle was moving erratically on Route 14 near the Route 65 intersection. According to VSP, someone who passed the vehicle saw it stop. They noticed that its driver appeared to have been shot. The injured man reportedly said there was a shooting at a home several miles away. Police soon received a separate call from a woman who found a person dead in her driveway off Route 14. Although many are worried about the recent death in Brookfield, those who regularly visit the area say it doesn't accurately paint the full picture of the community.
It's a great family area, and we swim, we jump off the bridge, we kayak. It's just a fun place.
Kathleen Lund recalls spending summers at her uncle's house in the town when she was growing up.
We're afraid to let our children go. We have fenced-in garden space for them to play in, and we don't trust our neighbors. We don't trust anybody anymore, and it's sad to say that because that's not the way we grew up.
Bonnie lived in the area for 25 years when she was younger.
Brookfield's known for fishing. We were fishing, swimming, snow machining. Very nice town. I hated to move when we weren't being patrolled by cops or anything.
Those in the area tell me that they will continue to visit despite concerns. This weekend, music will echo through the halls of the Flynn. Saturday's show, Electric Dreams, will feature live performances from flutists like Melissa Melans. But on Sunday, youth pianists like Miles Glover and Laura Zoo Haggett will be taking the stage. Laura is a 17-year-old senior at Burlington High School.
I like to think that if I enjoy something, then there's always time for it.
Laura's mom says her daughter has been playing piano since the 2nd grade.
She saw a friend playing piano, so she wanted to start it. I have no music talent at all.
She then began taking lessons, and the rest was history.
Just love how the piano can express emotion and reflect things in the world around us that we can't really say with words. And I like to share that as much as I can with like younger students and anyone.
She'll be joined by a supporting cast of 70 members of the Vermont Symphony Orchestra.
To have the orchestra behind me and like with me, it just feels like having a set of wings.
Sunday will be a big day for Mom,
I'm very proud of her, and I'm also nervous and excited at the same time.
and an even bigger day for the Burlington High School senior.
I always tell myself I'm not going to be nervous, but honestly, I don't know how I'm going to be feeling. Definitely a little nervous and very excited.
You can visit our website for more information on how to buy tickets.